Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. Today I'm going to be the crappy artist again, because we're going to try out some paint markers, paint pens, however you want to call them. So I'm loving this. So I got this off the Vine. So it's TFive. That's the brand. It says it's good on plastic and wood, stone, metal, fabric, and glass. It says that acrylic paint is prone to layering, and what that means is it's prone to separating while still in the pen. So shake the hell out of it before you use it. It says that twice, which is nice. Let's see. So it says it's a paint like ink, and in the same place it says that it is a water-based acrylic paint. So is it paint like? Is it paint? Who knows? We're going to find out. And I've already drawn, I have already drawn what I'm gonna color. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a different piece of paper. I'm gonna put this on a light board. We're gonna trace it onto a proper piece of paper that likes acrylics, and we'll see what happens. Let's get right into it. Alright, first thing we're going to do, I have already drawn the image, so I'm going to trace it onto a clean sheet of multimedia paper, because these are acrylics, which means that they're water-based, which means that regular paper will not like them very much, and that's fine. I mean, regular paper would like them better than watercolors, but still. I'm going to swatch them real quick. I love that these are brush pens. I don't understand why more companies don't make brush pens. Brush pens. Make them all brush pens. They should be. It's just wonderful. It's just so easy to use. I mean, I really like the Copic brush pens. Don't get me wrong. They're a bristly brush and they're really awesome. But I kind of like the felt tip brush pen. It's really, I think it's felt tip. I don't know, it's something. But they work really well. I like them. They're smooth, they have good flow, they just go and go and go. They're really nice. And I am going to use every single color on these little fishies just to make sure that every marker works. And then afterwards, because they are acrylic paint, I'm going to have to go over some of the lines again with some fine liners and make sure that all the lines are there, because some of the lines will disappear underneath the paint, which is fine. You know, except when I mess it up. I haven't yet, but I will. I will. But it's okay, because I'll be able to fix it. Liquid fine liner from Ohuhu works really well. You just have to absolutely make sure that it dries before you put your hand down on it, because it takes a long time to dry and it smears just like that. Yep, just cover it up and do it over again. But yeah, these worked really well. I was very happy with them. Yep. They were very pretty. Bright colors, very pigmented, does not bleed through the paper. I loved it. It was really nice. I had a good time using them. Well, those worked really well. Here they are. And here's what I drew and painted. And yeah, I think they worked really well. I did a swatch beforehand. Here it is. Just all the colors on a piece of paper. including, you know, there's a white swatch right here, but you can't see it because, you know, it's on white paper, but you can see it shine if I get it in the right spot. Either way, I put it on there too. The white could be a little bit more white, but we all know how hard it is for me to find white paints and inks, especially inks. Inks are harder than paints, but yeah, I really appreciated these. One of the things that I did off camera was, you know, like I said, I did the swatch, and then I took 3 of my Poscas. This one is the Posca with the bristle brush nib. This one is the Posca that has the fatter bullet nib, and this one is the smaller bullet nib. And you'll notice that, you know, this brush stroke wise is very similar to these, as well it should be because it is a flexible tip. And then these two, you can't really see it from this side, but the other side where the light is shining through, you can really see how these are more scratchy and it's not as evenly put down because the bullet nib is smearing it after it puts it down. Same thing with this one, although it wasn't as bad. So I really like these. I like how, you know, flexible and pointy the tip is. So the flexi tip. Flexi. Very nice. I enjoy it very much. I imagine these would go really well with something like calligraphy, although that's not something that I do. One thing that they said in the instructions is you absolutely have to shake it every time you use it, and when they say that, they really mean it, because you can almost watch it settle out while it sits there. Almost. It takes like maybe 5 minutes for one of these to settle out, and then you have to shake it up again, and it's good to go. But here, I will leave this one right there, and we'll start timing, and then we'll see how it looks when I'm all done blathering. Although, to be fair, I'm almost done blathering, so it's not going to get that much time. Maybe I'll cut this whole thing out. We'll see. But yeah, I really enjoyed using them. They were a lot of fun. They're easy to use. They have really nice tips. I don't know how long they're going to last, though. Something this soft doesn't usually last very long. It starts to fray very quickly. Although if you're very gentle with them and don't put a lot of pressure on them, they should last a good long time. I kind of hope to see this brand move forward and flourish. I want to see more from this brand. I really like the set that I got, and I really like the paint that is in them, and yeah, I hope to see more. Has this settled out any? Not really. Maybe a little bit. Either way. Either way. Does not matter. It's neither here nor there. But I really like them. I'll leave a link in the description as per usual. They work over the black ink that I had used very well, so I imagine that they would also work really well on black paper. I don't have any. I really need to go get myself some black paper. I have a couple. I had a black canvas, but I already used that for something else, so I can't use it for this. I really need to go get myself some black paper anyway. I really liked these. I had a lot of fun with these, and I think you should get your own set because they're really nice. Highly recommend. I would compare them with the Poscas. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. And I think they are fairly comparable. We just need to see more now. Posca's got, I don't know how many colors. These guys have 12. And that's fine, especially when you're just starting out. But that's it for this week, I guess. I've done this intro a couple different times because one time I completely forgot to hit record. So hopefully I said everything I was going to say and not mixing it up with something else. And it's been one of those weeks. I still don't have a job, but it's still a work in progress. We'll see what happens. Until next week, stay safe.